What's up, Neon? How you doing, man? Let's see here. Let's see what real late-night gamers we got going on in here. What's up, Caleb? How you doing? Got one of our supreme supporters in here. How you doing, man? Go get that, let me go get that Captura scene before I forget. A screenshot for one of my videos. What frame do I want to get it with, though? That's the question. Should I whip out the Ember? Why does it look like my weapon is covered in bedbugs? What the fuck? What's up, Germs? What's up, Zen? I need to do Archimedia. What build would you recommend on Tiger's Prime? Would you go for single target damage? That's definitely not an ideal weapon to bring, but I assume it's one of your only choices, is why you're using it. Are you doing regular Archimedia, or are you doing Elite? Because if you're doing Elite, you actually have one free choice you can bring. Elite? Okay, so keep in mind on Elite that you can actually turn off one of the modifiers or change one of your loadout choices. As long as you're still at 34 out of 37 research points, you'll still get all 5 of the regular rewards. So if you haven't already done that, if your frame is good, maybe consider taking a free weapon instead of the Tigris, like if you have a, you know, Tord and Karnin, for example. Because you don't actually have to bring everything that it tells you. You can replace one thing. Yep, Wukong is your best choice. Yeah, so if you think that you can handle on a Wukong, then like I said, you could take any weapon that you want. If you just change out like one weapon, you'll still get all 5 rewards. So do you have any good Incarnate weapons, for example, like, you know, dual Toxicist Incarnate or Tord Incarnate, anything crazy like that? Because that would make it a lot easier for you. What's up, Nobu? How you doing, man? Yeah, that's what I would do, Zen. Because getting 37 out of 37 resource points, the only thing that it gives you is 50 Phosphor, which is not really amazing. You do want to do it at least once, though, because the first time that you do, 37 out of 37, you do get a ship cosmetic. You get a new, what are they called? I forget the name of the decoration, but it's the thing you see on the load screen that goes in the front of your ship. So you do want to do it one time, but just to get through this week, and for future reference, just keep that in mind. You don't have to actually bring the whole load out. Right, I need to get a Captura scene here. Yeah, it would be cool if Tiger's got an Incarnon. Have an Incarnon form where it shoots like micro missiles or something. Get rid of this companion for this shoot. Live feed on YouTube is broken, I think. Really? Let me take a look at that. Oh, no, it seems, I can see it on my end, it seems fine. What's up, Tipsy? How you doing, man? Can I go with Smash, Wukong, and Archimedes, or will it be dead really fast? I mean, that depends on your Wukong build. You can turn him into a somewhat decent health tank, and just make sure that you utilize your Cloud Walker. Like, whenever your health gets low, go into your Cloud Walker and fly around a little bit to heal yourself. Keep your clone out, so that your clone can distract enemies. Especially if you're doing a melee slam build, then you can have your clone use your rifle, for example. Like, if you have a decent rifle or secondary, it'll pull a little bit of aggro for you. You could probably do okay. Just depends on your build. Yeah, you can put the build chads in, that's fine. Alright, let me... Need to get a shot here for my upcoming... What is it with my... why does my gun look like it's covered in, like, bedbugs, dude? What's going on here? Is that just what the Incarnate looks like? It's kind of weird. I want to get an image of the saw blades, like, right as they're shooting out. You can barely hear me? You can barely hear me. Hold on a sec. You should be able to hear me fine. I don't know what's going on. Looks like. Should be able to hear me better now. I turned up my gain a little bit. Yeah, should be better now. When did this stream start? I just started it, T-Spin, like 10 minutes ago or something, 5 minutes ago. Wait, that's so weird. What is that effect on my screen? You guys see that? That's so weird. It's like rippling. I'm just trying to get a good screenshot here, man. Alright, we'll try that. Let's slap that into Canva. See how it looks. Making thumbnails? Yeah, I am, Heartscope. Can you take a while to guess as to what weapon I'm doing a video on soon? Killomatic, so you still need more volume? I mean, you should be able to hear me fine. Maybe is it the music? I can turn the music down a little bit, but in terms of my own audio levels, they should be just fine right now. You guys are making real good guesses in chat. We'll see if anybody gets it right. Super loud on my side might be a hardware issue, unfortunately. I'm like the music is loud or I'm loud. You guys are giving me mixed messages here, you know that? Give us a hint? No, you guys will have to see. Alright. Oops. Misinput. Okay. Just got Frostwire his polarity so off just to annoy you. Just to make it harder for you. Because it's fun. How have I not done any of these 15 missions yet? What the hell? What? Missed that signed on the Nightwave. Is that where this is from? From Nightwave? Well, it'll come back at some point. All the Nightwave stuff always comes back eventually. Stuff Flare signed on, huh? Stealth Flare signed on, that's what it's called. I didn't know that was from Nightwave. I didn't remember where I got it from. It's not bad though. But yeah, it'll come back at some point, so you'll be able to get it. It's just the Corvus peddling their wares again. Shut off the emergency frequency. Let's see here. Am I blind? Here we go. Background remover. Yeah. What the heck is going on here? Come on, let me type. Come before the last time of yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna come back. Just gotta wait. Alright, now here's a question. How do I edit layers? I'll deal with that later. Sorry guys, I'm just playing with thumbnails in the background here. Oh, I kind of just started up the stream because I feel like it's been a while, and I just wanted to say hi to everyone. Don't know what we're actually doing tonight, or how long I'll be on for. Do you accept stream chat or not right now? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. Like just people talking in chat? It's kind of the point of a stream. But if you mean something else, I'm not sure what you mean. Well, let me go look at that. Let me go look at that Wukong build somebody posted in the. Oh, hopping in a voice chat? I'm not doing that right now. Not at the moment. Look at this Wukong build here. Not any health tanking mods on here. Yeah, you're probably gonna want some health mods on that Wukong build, my dude. What's up, Skelly? Share a Zephyr build. Yeah, let's go see what I got on my Zephyr here. If you figure out what my main build is, I might need to change it myself here. Let me reopen that. I think I was playing around with a different build for EDA, so this isn't what I would normally use. So let me think here. Augments. You're a bit quiet, Codex. Everybody keeps telling me that. People are saying I'm too quiet, man. I don't know why. I should be fine. Alright, I turned my gain up a little more. I don't want to make it too loud. There's 4 Omnia Fishers live right now? There's no way there's 4 up right now. You're lying. Let me go look. Yeah, one of them must have just expired. There's a lot though. Yeah, there's 3 up right now. That's pretty crazy. I might have to do that Circulus mission. Yeah, I saw the build T-spin, I think a few days ago. Oh, let's look at this Zephyr build though. Before I forget, what would I use on this? If I was using projectile weapons, I might like Jetstream. Pretty sure that scales with power strength, so you would want to have positive strength for that. Yeah. I don't get why you guys are saying you're having issues hearing me. You should absolutely be able to hear me right now. I have my shit cranked up at the moment. Yeah, I think most people are saying they can hear me fine, so I don't know what's going on for a few of you. But according to the levels on my end, I should be fine. Okay, so maybe we would use Jetstream here, and it can replace acceleration for augmented. I don't really know if we'd need Streamline. You guys are blowing up my chat with audio concerns. I don't know what to tell you. I have my audio cranked up so much right now that I'm going into like the yellow zone, so I can't really turn it up too much more. I don't know what to tell you guys. My audio should be fine. But yeah, I'd probably use a Zephyr build, something like this. I actually kind of like all four of her abilities, so I don't know if I would take anything off. Because all four of her abilities are actually pretty good. Can you go about the process used to build craft? I don't know if you already made a video about that. I haven't made a video directly about my theory crafting process. The closest thing to that would be my "you're doing too much damage" video. It gives you a little bit of insight into the way that I'll build some things, depending on my loadout. But I haven't done a video just exclusively on how I think about things. Do I do build reviews? I need help. I don't do like Moog style build review videos, if that's what you mean. But if you, there's a builds chat on my Discord, you can post there, and people can usually help you out. And occasionally, I comment. Roar on one since you have positive. Well, I wouldn't have positive strength. I would just have neutral strength lux. Like once augmented stacked up all the way, I would just have exactly 100 strength on this build. So I was trying to think through things. Depending on what abilities you were using, maybe drop Streamline for a strength ability. Like if you were going to helmet something on, like Nourish, for example, you'd probably want positive strength, or Roar, like you said. So it just depends, but pretty much as long as you have decent duration and range on her, you're good to go. The rest is kind of up to you. The helmet ability is permanent, and there's a way to remove them. You can remove them. When you apply helmet ability, it lets you, or I can just show you. It lets you choose which configs you want to apply the ability to, and you can also take it off. So, for example, if I go to Breach Surge here, Actually, I'll go to Blood Altar here, because I don't have enough for Breacher. If I go to Blood Altar here, and click Infuse Ability, it asks you which one you want to replace, so I'll say Air Burst, for example. And then here on this screen, you can choose which configs it goes on. So when you put a Helmet ability on, you don't have to put it on every config. So I could just replace Air Burst on config B, for example. And then along with that, I could go back to that Blood Altar after I put it on, click on it again, and click on take ability off. So yeah, you can take it off. Build reviews for channel points would be cool. Yeah, I do need to set up some more channel point stuff. That's true. Some of you out there probably have a pretty good amount of those. Yeah, silence is pretty good on Zephyr. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's good for acolytes. What's up, Daniel? Is shield gating still worth it in less than level 1000 level SP with Armor Archons? Feels like most frames of adaptation felt more tanky and less janky. If you're approaching level 1000, most frames are still going to want to shield gate, probably. You would have to be really health tanky to be able to survive against like level 900s, for example, like 7, 8, 900s. Like Chroma can probably do, like if you use my Chroma build that I did a video on, he can probably do that, like sub 1000 fairly easily, but I feel like most frames when you're getting like post level 500-ish, you probably want to start looking into more of the shield gating category. $10K stream points, holy shit. Yeah, if anybody has any ideas for things you could redeem like those Twitch stream points for, you can feel free to drop it in the chat or in the Discord. I'll consider those, because I do need to. I think they have some default options already set up that you guys can use. I'm pretty sure Twitch has some defaults, but I need to add some of the custom stuff, like some, like Warframe related stuff. Is it normal for the Lex to one-shot acolytes? The Lex and Karnan? Yeah, it's pretty strong. $10K stream points and get a foot rep by Codex, yeah. I'll be cosplaying as Grendel, too. Conjunction survival with viewer chosen build. I feel like 30K channel points is a little too expensive for that. Maybe I might want to tone down that price a little bit, but I actually did have that idea myself. Yeah, having a channel point redemption for making me do a mission with a loadout of your choice would be interesting. Speaking of conjunction survival, I might go do that one that's up right now. I think shield gate only worth on like 80 minutes plus endless. You're right. I used my shield gate Velvet and just felt so annoying. Not sure what changed between now and 2 years ago. Yeah. Well, like you said, if you can do the content that you want to do without shield gating, then absolutely. But if you're getting to the point where, like essentially just if you're getting to the point in a mission where your health is getting one shot by like every person who shoots you, then obviously you need to switch over to shield gating. It also depends on the frame for how annoying shield gating is. For example, if you go watch my Korra video that I just posted today, like a couple hours ago, Korra is like maybe the best shield gate in the game in terms of not being annoying, because she just naturally shield gates from casting Whip Claw spamming, which that's what you're doing as Korra anyway. You're just casting Whip Claw over and over and over again, and you're basically invulnerable. So she's a great example of like really easy passive shield gating. So it kind of varies frame by frame how annoying it is to maintain. Yeah, viewer chosen builds. I think that would probably be funny. If anybody wants to go with me to this conjunction survival on Steel Path, I think I might go do that. You can shoot me a message in game. Unified_Codex is my in-game name. Shoot me a whisper if you want to go. I will take the first 3 people to message me. Make sure you guys spend your traces as well before we go, whoever ends up going. Let's see here. What am I gonna... Let me get rid of some of these traces. We got Mr. Bugs here. We got Germs. We got one more spot, guys. I don't think there's going to be a redemption for me going fishing, T-Spin. Do a spy mission as Revenant? That's not even... What? Why would you want to spend 7,000 points for me to do something so easy, T-Spin? Do you really need strength on Korra? No, you don't. The reason why I have strength on my Korra... Like, if you're asking about why I have Blind Rage, for example, in the video, is because Blind Rage makes the abilities cost more because it gives you negative efficiency. That's actually why I'm using Blind Rage. I don't care about the strength, I care about the negative efficiency. Since the Whip Claw costs more, I get more shields back from the Augur mods and Brief Respite, and that gives me enough shields to shield gate with catalyzing shields. So that's why Blind Rage is important. You need the ability to cost more. Alright guys, we do have one more spot open. Kill Acolyte with a Stug. That wouldn't even be as hard as you think. I could just bring Banshee, basically. Assuming Sonar works on them, which I think it would. Come on, let's get a fourth person in here. Somebody in chat, I know you want to go. I think I might bring my Frost, since I still have that Frost Invigoration. Galaxion, because it's perfect with this Frost build. Throw the usual suspects back on here. Make sure I'm on the right Frost build for my Invigoration. There we go. Don't know how to whisper. Just what's your name in the? Just drop it in Twitch chat or YouTube chat, wherever you're in, Caleb, and I'll invite you. Yeah, let's get Caleb in here, one of our big league supporters. Yeah, what Bugs just said. That's if you that's how you whisper somebody. It's /W space the person's name space whatever message you want to send. But if you want Caleb, you can just drop your name in YouTube chat and I'll invite you. Do you think DE will come up with something like shards or weapons too? I mean, some of the Archon shards already affect weapons. They just install onto your Warframe. Like, there's weapons. I mean, there's shards that, you know, give your weapons crit chance or status chance, or crit damage rather, status chance, things like that. So I don't know. I'll invite somebody else if Caleb doesn't want to go, but I want to let Caleb go if he's still wanting to. So, give me a sec. Oh, there we go. I see his name. I missed it at first. That didn't work for some reason. Oh, did I spell it with a W on accident? Glow in the draw. Oh, I didn't put an F. Okay, that still didn't work. What? Glow. Invite. Glow. In. the draw F. I don't think I need to put the numbers, but I'll put the numbers. Okay, that still didn't work. Okay, this is your name, right? GLOINTHEDRAW. Glow in the draw F. Oh, glow in the dwarf. You spelled it wrong. I see. All right. How many I-10 sculptures do I have? Not very many. I give a lot of them away when I get them. I think I like barely have any right now. Yeah, I have like 3, and 2 of them are like the ones that I keep because they're the fancy ones. So I have none basically. All right, make sure you guys spend your traces. Yeah, I do have a decent amount of the stars. Yeah. Alrighty. I mean, that's a good point. I suppose I could get the resource drop chance booster. Yeah, I'll go grab that. I'll be back in a sec, guys. I'll get the drop chance booster for us.
Ooh, yes! Sector falls into my hands. All gone.
Can you make Tau Forged green? Yeah, you can make any Archon Shard Tau Forged. Let's see here. Drop Chance Blessing. Boom, there we go. Alright, I'm re-inviting all you guys. And just so everybody in the squad knows, don't use any Warframe Spectres. Because Bugs' console will crash Warframe if you use a Warframe Spectre. It's like Bugs failed to join for some reason. Let me try that again. There we are. Alright, now let's get in here. I recorded 3 videos today, guys. I'm like, man, I gotta catch up on content here. Why does it happen with Spectres? I don't know the exact coding reason, because I would have to like see the source code of the game to know that, but for some reason, people playing on last-gen consoles, whether that be PS4 or the Xbox One, if you throw down a specifically just Warframe Spectres, it crashes their game. Or at least, well, it doesn't like make the game close, but it makes them crash out of the mission and disconnect. It's only Warframe Spectres though. Like if you throw down an Ancient Healer or a Railjack Crewmate, anything else basically, it's just specifically those make them crash out. It's very weird and very annoying. Really wish they would fix that.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
There are void fissures in the area.
I have an invigoration on my frost right now, by the way, for those that don't already know. It's 200% ability strength and 1,000 armor, so those two things together give me a shit ton of overguard. Well, it gives my whole team a shit ton of overguard. What do we got here? A Wisp, a Mesa, and a Chroma. Both the Mesa and the Chroma have combat discipline on, so you guys are canceling out each other's Arcane Adventure activations. Have fun with that. Neither of you are benefiting from your combat discipline trick. Unfortunately. This room's not terrible. If any of you in chat have watched the Korra video that I just put out a couple hours ago, you should let me know how you liked the background music. It ended up being a little louder on YouTube than it was in my editing software for some reason, but yeah, I was just playing around with putting music in the video for the first time. Interested what you guys thought of that, how you liked it. I'm gonna try and make it a little quieter next time. And hopefully my Monster Cat Gold license actually works and my video doesn't get demonetized. Because it shouldn't, because I'm paying to use the music. Man, the Tenet Galaxian on this build is too gross. Wait a minute. Oh, dude, I don't have a fucking companion on. I gotta... Oh my god. I gotta abort. Sorry, guys. No, the real noob moment, Tipsy, is the fact that I don't have a fucking companion on. Because I took my companion off to get those, the screenshot for thumbnail, and I forgot to put it back on, because I'm special. Go. Let me put this back on. I feel like I got this Verglass ribbon for a fairly decent deal. It doesn't have a negative, unfortunately, but I got this crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot Verglass ribbon for 1,400 plat, which isn't too bad for a crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot on the Verglass. Especially because I'll be able to sell my... I have a crit chance, crit damage, multi-shot, negative fire rate Verglass that I'll be able to sell for more than that. So it basically covers the cost and then some. So, not too bad. Is chat censored on my end? It shouldn't be censored. Except for like stuff that's obviously censored. Like if somebody drops like a slur in chat, it's gonna be censored. But what do you mean by censored? Alright, now I'm ready to go. Germs and Beverage just got purple stars. Germs said, "Oh, thought my game crapped out." That's what he said. So, I don't know if that... I don't know if it blocked that message because he said crapped. It shouldn't have. I don't have that word blocked, obviously. You said Germs and... Who else got... Germs and Beverage. He's Tipsy Beverage. He said no Nova was silence ? Noob squad moment. Were you not able to see that message?
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
Let me go look at Twitch chat here and see what.
Oregon Neural Sentry is attempting to purge you from this place. Stand by for life support.
I don't see any moderation happening on my end, so I'm not sure what you're saying.
You found a fissure. Look out for
Also, yes, Lux, I would like to buy your Siren Feet picks. Absolutely.
corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Tenno, if you have a necromech, this would be an excellent place to deploy it.
Sup, Germs?
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
I don't know if the other guy is... Oh, the other guy just left the chat. I saw another guy in Orbiter 1 with you. I don't know if he was the glow-in-the-dark guy or not.
I don't know who that was. His name was Aragorn. Or Aragon, sorry.
If you want to open that relic.
Bug says there's a wildfire near his house. What the fuck?
Ooh.
Okay. You ever figure out what to do with your other Zorus, Riven?
No, it's just been sitting there.
Do you have your own? Like the
Oh,
use?
yeah. I had my own that I've been rolling. That actually no, the other one I had was the original one that I rolled up to like 42 rolls or something like that. Pulled another one that was better because it had a useless negative, same stats, useless negative. So I switched to that one, and then I pulled the third one, and that's the one that the guy got in the giveaway.
Shit, it's got 140,000 Overguard in one cast.
Oh, smokes.
Too bad I can't put down a Night Spectre right now.
I know.
Yeah, 151,000 Overguard. There we go. Yeah, this build is gross. I love this invigoration.
The best invigoration I got this week was 200%, or it was melee crit chance and 1,000 armor on Zephyr. It wasn't great, but getting closer to that override.
I haven't even really looked at this week, so I know I got Kalerva for one. This Frost one that I'm using is from last week. It's got like a day and a half left. Well, I wanted to get some more usage out of it. Just as a sneak peek for all of you in stream, I actually, one of the 3 videos that I recorded today was actually a video on this Invigorated Frost. Just showing how funny it is. What is my Invigoration on Frost? It's 200 strength and 1,000 armor. Which is a lot better than 1,000 health Neon, because the armor scales up the Overguard. How many... So what do you have? You have 2 Zorus Ribbons right now, Germs?
Yeah. They're both initial combo and electricity damage.
Is it 20 initial combo?
No, it's not. Well, mine is, but the other one isn't. Because it doesn't have a negative.
Gotta hit that 20.
Oh, yeah.
$170,000 Overguard. It's too good.
Forget how Vex Armor... Is there an interaction there? Or is Vex Armor just straight damage reduction, not armor?
It's armor.
It is armor, so does it count towards your overguard scaling?
If I'm in the Vex armor radius when I cast, yeah. Which I must have not been, so I think I would have gotten even more, actually.
I'll come chill beside you. Where are you?
Oh yeah, you're the Crumble, aren't you? That's right.
The sentient has
Well, I'm not invigorated now, so I'm not going to be able to beat my number, I don't think. But
the longer you hold out,
yeah, we need to get invigorated again. Or, I mean, corrupted.
extraction
Yep.
is ready.
Well, I'm not corrupted right now either, so.
It's a nice way to start things off.
Yeah, solid.
I'm not gonna lie, I was contemplating between starting up an impromptu stream tonight and just watching more episodes of The Blacklist. And I was like, yeah, I started watching Blacklist recently. I'm on season 1. I watched it a long time ago, and I never finished it. I didn't even. Now that there's 9 seasons, I didn't even watch half of it. I don't think so. I'm restarting, and I don't really remember anything. It's really good. Season 1 is really good. At least.
I love the first 5 seasons.
Yeah, I've heard that.
The last couple seasons kind of fell off, but
Yeah, so I've heard.
they had like an animated episode because of the shutdown with COVID. And I don't know.
An animated episode? What?
Yeah, they because they had to social distance or whatever when COVID started. They got everyone to just voice act their lines, and then had like rushed, kind of not stop motion animation, but clearly like cheaply done animation.
Interesting.
I don't know if you ever played that Telltale game, the werewolf one. Or
No,
like
I don't
the
think I
one
played
with
any
the big
Telltale
red
games.
wolf. I've never played it myself, but I've seen it. It's kind of in comparable animation quality, in my opinion. But yeah, it was weird. Corruption. Gotta go jump in a pit. BRB.
The biting frost augment on frost is definitely
Reactant to open the red.
multiplicative on glaives because I'm hitting like tier 4 red crits in my Zorus right now.
Lone Guardian still kicking around here.
Yeah. It's down to the, he's up to the right,
Oh, beauty.
right here.
I got, finally got Latron Incarnate.
Very
last
nice.
week. I have a disgusting ribbon for it.
What is it?
Here.
Well, let me make sure people can actually hear you in chat, by the way. I should probably double check that. Yeah, they can.
It's like crit chance, status chance, damage, negative fire rate, or something like that.
Negative fire rate's
So-
unfortunate, but got
Yeah,
left
I
alone in the
just
Discord.
I put semi rifle cannonade on it.
Oh, Aragorn, is that you?
Through.
Okay, I didn't know that was you, man. I saw you leave earlier too. There you go. Oh, he got kicked. What the heck? He must be playing on PlayStation, I think, because that only happens on PlayStation people. Let me just give him the role real quick here. And he can just join directly.
Just got a triple red crit, triple exclamation mark red crit with cats or Smita proc.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's 4 million damage headshot with Latron. Not too bad, not too bad. It's no Zorus, but nothing is.
There we go. Now he's in.
Hey,
You're the guy that we're playing with, right? Okay. I need to turn you up. I can't hear you very well.
Put on the PS4 not too long ago, and it's still a little bit wonky sometimes.
Yeah, I tried dragging you in manually, but for some reason people on PlayStation, whenever I do that, it just kicks them out.
Yep. We got some bugs to work out.
Yeah. I don't think I've taken like any damage this whole mission. I just had 100 quadrillion overguard the whole time.
Yeah, you've been keeping all of us with that.
I want to get corrupted again so I can see how much overguard I get next to this chroma.
Well, I mean, I'm corrupted, so I can come stand by you.
That's... I need to be corrupted. Because I need the double strength on myself.
Oh, right, yeah.
Don't worry, I'll take very good care of
I think somebody asked me, any tips you can give me while I'm starting out Steel Path? Can't seem to do much damage. Well, you probably need to pick up better mods still. Like if you don't have the galvanized mods yet, for example, Heartscope, you need to get those from Arbitration, or you can just buy them with Platinum. They're not super expensive. Like, for example, I'm sure you're using Split Chamber. That gives you 90% multi-shot to rifles. Another Brictor Optics, very nice, okay. So Split Chamber, for example, gives you 90% multi-shot. Galvanized Chamber gives you 230% multi-shot, so it's a huge upgrade. All the Galvanized mods are just huge upgrades over their regular versions, basically. Make sure you have Weapon Arcanes as well. Like, whatever, you know, for your really good weapons, at least, that you want to invest in, make sure you have the... At least, like, the basic Steel Path Weapon Arcanes, like Primaire Merciless is one that's used on a lot of builds. You can get those from killing Acolytes on Steel Path, or again, you could just buy them for Platinum. It's not super expensive. And then depending on the frame that you're playing as, you can also, you know, buff your damage. Saren, for example, does a shitload of damage from all the buffs that she can give herself. Now, pick up the Incarnans. If you have Steel Path unlocked, that means you have Steel Path Serpent unlocked. If you want to get some really fucking good weapons, get the Incarnans. This week, you can get the Lex Incarnate, for example. That's a super strong secondary.
Oh, you got corruption. Nice.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Hey.
Goodbye. Should I shield gate with Saren? I need to learn how to first, though. If you're just doing, like, regular level Steel Path, you don't need to shield gate. You can, and, like, Molt is really good for shield gating, for example, because it casts instantly. There's no animation time, but I usually run a health tank on Saren, although mine's really high investment. I have, like, Umbral Forma on, and I use triple Umbral mods and Gloom and whatnot to keep myself alive. It works very well in early Steel Path, and even honestly going a few hours is fine. Because Gloom gives you so much defensive value from slowing down enemies around you, giving you lifesteal. So no, you don't have to shield gate.
Does Gloom work the same way as Molecular Prime? Like, can it go negative and speed enemies up?
No.
No? Okay.
No, it's always...
Flat, slow?
Yeah, it starts out at a 35% slow, so if you were to go down to 10% power strength, it would still be at 3.5% slow.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a slow and a lifesteal. The thing that a lot of people don't understand about Gloom is that the radius of Gloom is only for the slow. The lifesteal is infinite range. Like, I had somebody not understand why I was using it on my negative range Mirage build, for example, for the lifesteal. Because they were like, if you're only lifestealing dudes within like 3 meters of you, how's that useful? The circle you see around you, only the enemies in that radius are affected by the slow, but any damage that you deal to anyone at any distance, you get lifesteal from. So, for example, Gloom is really crazy on Saren because the spores that you can spread all over the map that constantly tick damage on everyone will constantly lifesteal you from Gloom, no matter how far away they are.
Yeah, it's absurd.
Yeah, so it's quite good on a health tanking Saren. If you're willing to invest in Saren, like using triple Umbrals, she's more than tanky enough to do like regular Steel Path level content. I think to copy the build that I'm using, you need 2 Umbra Formers. I don't think you have to use 3. How do I keep up her spores? Just keep killing enemies. Well, there's 2 ways. If you're doing a pure spore build, Saren, where you're keeping Miasma on, then you can kind of just spam Miasma. Otherwise, I replaced Miasma for Gloom, so I don't have Miasma on my build. The other way to keep spores going is to just keep killing enemies that have the spores on them with Toxic Lash active. If you kill an enemy while you have her 3rd ability up, Toxic Lash, it makes your weapons pop the spores when you kill them. So just keep Toxic Lash up, which you want to do anyway, because it's one of the best damage buffs in the game. And then any enemy you kill that has spores on them will keep spreading the spores.
Doesn't it also proc the spores if you attack with a melee? Like, just in general, hit them with a melee weapon?
I think it's only if you contact.
You can. With a gun or a melee, if you directly hit a spore, it'll pop, but you need to have Toxic Lash on to make a guaranteed pop. If you have Toxic Lash on, both your melee and your weapon will pop all spores in the enemy, no matter where you hit them.
Okay.
Like, when you kill them, it'll pop all... So, like, if an enemy has 3 spores, it'll spread 3 separate spores on death, which is why Toxic Lash is so good.
Apparently my luck is really good this run.
Yeah, 2 golds and a silver, pretty solid so far.
Be careful when violence comes, by the way, Germs, because I don't think anybody here has silence on.
Ooh, yeah.
So when violence comes, you might just want to run away, basically.
Don't need to run if he's dead. I did stay at range, though.
Well, that wasn't violence, that was just misery. The only one that really matters to you is violence and the one who's able to summon the shadow of violence.
Angst, right?
Yeah, whichever one it is that summons the shadows. Which, annoyingly, even with silence, he still casts.
Yeah, that's awful.
The only ability that's not nullified by silence for some reason.
I remember first time I was playing Steel Path and he spawned, and I was struggling to kill the original, and then he spawned a bunch of shadows, and I am like, what is this? Holy crap.
I love whenever you move in pile set so fast, little, like, defense things that you're supposed to hide behind launch you.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of react on the ground here. Man, it does not want to give me the corruption again. That's scared of how much overguard I'm gonna get with the chroma here.
Also, I forgot to switch my cat, so yeah, I did not realize until your Korra video today, Coda, that Smita crit buff is actually a downgrade if you're already red critting.
Yeah, it's because it doesn't add crit chance. It doesn't
Guarantees orange crits.
Yeah, it specifically sets your global crit chance to 200%. It doesn't add 200%. It sets it to 200%. So if you're above 200%, it's actually nerfing you.
Yeah, I'm at, like, with my Riven and critical delay, I'm at 212% crit chance on my Electron.
On the incarnate form?
I
Or the
think
regular?
it's
Because the incarnate's gonna be higher.
Yeah, I think it's 212 or it's up
pretty
there.
good.
I know that.
Yeah, Latron is fire. What's up, Shock? How you doing, dude? I got violence coming, germs.
Oh crap! I'm just gonna keep running and hope he doesn't spawn right beside me.
Oh, where is he?
I go run this.
There we go.
We are good.
Yeah, I just hit 54 million with my Zoras. This augment's definitely bugged on glaives. Oh, well, actually, there's a chroma here too, so I'm double dipping FES. Or actually, yeah, glaives are bugged on fucking chroma too. I just hit 300 million when he walked by me.
Nice.
I'm doing great, Shock. I'm playing Warframe, which means I'm always doing great. For those of you that are going to be dropping by the stream later today, by the way, the one that I had to cancel for Wednesday, so I moved it to Friday, it's probably going to start at like 1 p.m. So I realized I never actually posted a time for that on Friday. Yeah, I'll probably do like 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Reminder that Necros is vaulted right now. I believe, or is it just
Yeah.
that relic?
Well, if the relic is vaulted, that means that I mean, that's the same thing.
Well, it was the silver reward. It was technically a Vauban relic.
Yeah, Vobin's vaulted too. I sold a Vobin the other night for like 150.
Yeah, that's the going rate right now. And
Because all fucking parts are rare.
I'm only missing one part, and it's the one that costs 65.
I mean, if you can't farm it, that would still be a net, gain. You spend 60 to make 150.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't have him unlocked yet, so it's for myself.
Oh, it's for you. Okay.
It's the last prime frame I don't have. So.
See. I mean, 60 plat isn't bad, so get a prime in.
I had a set back when they were selling for 150 to 200, and I sold it instead of building it.
Shit, on Xbox, I was selling for 400.
Ooh.
Yeah, console prices.
Console prices are a lot.
Yeah, especially like pre-cross save.
Oh yeah, no kidding.
Sold Embers for 1,000.
Wow.
The fuck?
That was a long time ago though, not recently. That was like closer to 2015, 16, 17.
I remember when legendary cores and prime chamber were selling for like thousands of plat.
Yeah, Prime Chamber was 50 to 100,000 plat.
Yeah, it was absurd. Oh, rip. I was not paying attention and let my Vex armor expire.
You're banned.
Oh, rip.
Chat will decide your fate.
Oh, I'm worse than banned then. Ooh.
What's a good Kuva farm? I need to gamble more. If you just play Steel Path, you can
Yes.
you can turn in Steel Essence for Kuva. The best Kuva farm in the game is to do super fast arbitration defense speedruns. That requires like a full team though. Like a really meta loadout and team composition, knowing what you're doing and a certain defense maps and whatnot. That's the best Kuva farm though, because there's no cap on how much Kuva you can get for Vitus Essence. So if you can do that mission super efficiently and get like hundreds of Vitus, then you can buy as much Kuva as you want. Otherwise, just do Steel Path, Fissures, and stay for a while. Where you can do like a Kuva Survival Fissure as well, for example. And just turn in your weekly Steel Essence for up to 250,000 Kuva. Also make sure you're turning in your Ribbon Slivers weekly for the 35,000 Kuva you can get from that, and you can also get 35,000 Kuva a week from Yanta and the Zeraman for 5 Pinions. Do I have good Gara build? Is she good? Gara's very good, yeah. The normal build for Gara is to slap Breach Surge on her. Because the ability that a Gara has where you can make like any damage that you deal with her cause a slash proc. If you put Breach Surge on her, the slash procs will trigger Breach Surge, but then the Breach Surge damage will trigger a slash proc. But then the slash proc triggers Breach Surge. It just keeps going back and forth until the enemy dies. It's an infinite damage loop.
You got any advice on making a better amp? I never found like a good video on
147.
or explanation.
I actually have a video on amps and operators and whatnot, but yeah, I use the 147 currently, which is the what is it? The Raplac Prism, I believe.
FOD scaffold and Certus brace.
Yeah. And then use the good amp arcanes. Obviously, like the ones from Zeraman are good. The
Onslaught, is it?
yeah, Onslaught
Is that a
and
good choice?
what's the name of the other one? Forget the name of the other one.
Eradicate?
Yeah, Eradicate. Eradicate and Onslaught are both good. Virtuous Strike is also good from the Quills. Then if you use Matter Eye, that can buff your amp damage quite a bit.
They know you're here. Prepare for
Oh, I ran up Overguard. Who would you say are 3 underrated frames that are really good? Arguably my favorite frame, Gyre. I don't feel like I see people use her or understand how insanely good that she is. Like, if you've seen me use her on stream before, especially when I had that range invigoration, you know that Gyre is fucking disgusting. Especially in Fissures. So Gyre is an easy choice. Let's see, underrated. By underrated, I mean, essentially you just mean not a large portion of the community play it compared to more popular frames. Probably more people play Zaku than Gyre, but I also feel like Zaku, even though Zaku is easily one of the best, like, endless frames in the game, he's also not used a lot, partially because people don't like his farm, which seems weird to me, because he's actually really easy to farm. You just do Deimos bounties, and doing those bounties is...
Farm was not bad.
Yeah, that's always the complaint I hear, though, is that doing the Deimos bounties is, like, annoying for people, I guess.
Holy smokes, glowing.
Normally my luck is terrible, so
Yeah, Zephyr's a
Gonna
good
leave this.
example.
Gonna leave this with a full Grendel set.
Honestly though, it took forever for me to get one of the pieces of Zaku. Cause like, I don't know why the 2 common drops just could get them all day long and then never could get the rare one.
Well, the good thing about that farm, at least, is that you're never wasting your time, because like since you don't get standing from those, you get tokens. Like you can stack up the tokens, and then spend them later on. So at least you're racking up Demo standing. You also can get like Amber Stars and a pretty good amount of Aya from those bounties. So it's not like you're just going for Zaku. You're getting other stuff that's good while you're doing it. That's why I don't understand the complaints about that farm, because I don't think it actually takes that long, and you're getting other stuff that's good while you're doing it.
I think the complaint is if you don't have a team doing the Deimos bounties with randos.
It's worse for the team. That's better solo. Just go solo with the Mesa.
Yeah, solo Mesa. That's what I was gonna say.
Because if you have a team, the objectives.
But I think a lot of people get.
If you can handle it, what the level 40 content?
Yeah, well, people get traumatized early on because like their friends will drag them there, and then they're like, "Oh, Deimos is difficult," and then they don't want to go back to it.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're like an MR2 getting pulled to isolation vaults.
This guy's gonna summon the shadows. Should be able to nuke them down pretty fast though.
Where's he at?
So yeah, I should be able to kill them right away with Zoras. Now I got corrupted finally. Where's that Chroma?
I'm here, but I'm not corrupted. My bonus is pitiful, and I'm sorry.
How dare you? You're dead to me.
I got corrupted.
Yeah, Zaku is, I don't know if I would say he's the best frame in the game, but he is very good Karma.
It's pretty cheap to build too. You make a really good build on like 2 to 3 Forma.
Underrated frame that's been popping up a lot in the Discord recently was Trinity.
She is solid, but it is a lot of micromanaging.
Fuck, just get my, I feel like I think a fly just flew in my mouth. What the fuck? I mean, to be fair, Trinity is also not nearly as good as the other frames I just listed, but
Oh no, not at all. She has her niches though, and is better than I think a lot of people give her credit.
yeah, hopefully she benefits from whatever little micro tweaks they're talking about giving her, and then 1999 update her and Nyx. How many hours do I have on Warframe? Coming up on 10,000. What'd you say? Oh, it's like a monster hunter. Yeah. What does it mean when you hit the exclamation marks? So the exclamation marks on your crit damage, when you see like a red number and then exclamations after it, it means that you're hitting a like a tier 2 or beyond red crit. So you know how the colors change when you land a critical hit? It's either white damage for a non-crit, it's yellow damage if you're hitting a regular crit, which is between 100 and 200% crit chance. It's orange if you're hitting an orange crit, which is between 200 and 300% crit damage, and it's red if it's 300% or above. So if it's just between 3 to 400% crit chance, it'll just be red. But every 100% you go past 400, so 4 to 5, 5 to 6, 6 to 7, it adds another exclamation mark. So if you see 2 exclamation marks, for example, then you know you're in like the 500% crit chance territory. And every time that you go to a new crit tier, it adds more crit damage. So like those colors changing, they're not just random colors. Like it means you're actually doing more damage. It's increasing your crit damage.
No, correct me if I'm wrong.
Sorry for not good word.
Oh no, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I'm gonna ask what you're asking. Each next level of crit, it's essentially exponential, right? Like it multiplies your damage by the crit multiplier again, correct?
Well, the second thing you said is correct. The first thing is not, because that's not exponential. That's not what that word means. If it was exponential, that would be insane. Exponential would mean you're going from like, yeah.
Oh,
No,
it multiplies your total damage.
Yeah, exponent would be like orders of magnitude, like you're going from 10x to 100x to 1000x to 10,000x. Like that's, yeah, that's.
No, I was thinking like it multiplies the multiplier by itself,
The actual formula for it basically is that every time your crit tier goes up, it adds your critical multiplier -1 each time that you go up a crit tier. So if you have a 5x crit multiplier, each additional crit tier is adding 4x. The reason why it's doing that is because if you think about it, if you have a 5x crit multiplier, hitting for 5x is only a 4x damage increase. Because if your crit multiplier was 1x and you deal 10 damage, 10 times 1 is 10. So the first 1x in your crit multiplier isn't actually an increase. Only anything beyond 1x is an actual damage increase.
Yep.
So yeah, basically take a crit multiplier, minus it by 1, and that's the bonus that you get for each time the color goes up.
There's my Electron ribbon, by the way. Couldn't remember what the letter was that it started with.
If you just type ribbon mod in brackets, it brings up your whole ribbon list you can search through.
The more you know.
Know that. That's how people.
I always just link it by name.
Yeah, I mean, if you typically you can just type the name of the weapon.
It has a lot of skins and variants.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, so for those, just type in ribbon mod, and it will bring up your list.
Good for them.
And then you can type in the name of the weapon in that list and see it. There's still some stuff that you can't link for some reason. Speaking of which, like, you can't link primed convulsion. And there's a bunch of other examples like that. You can't link just random stuff, even though it's in the game.
Interesting. Yep, still haven't fixed it.
What's the best stat stick for Gara? The ceramic dagger, so you can force her to crit. Because I think...
That's it. You opened the relic.
I forget what her base crit multiplier is. If it's above 1. Her base crit chance is 0%, I think, but you can force her to crit with the ceramic dagger, adding on the flat 30% crit chance, and then it'll scale with crit mods. And, I think she might have a 2x crit multiplier. I'm not sure. Caesar says I have a 26.1 multiplier on my Korra stat stick. That's not how that works, Caesar. For Korra, like if you mean you have 26.1 multiplier that you see in the arsenal for the weapon, that's not what Whip Claw has. That's not how stat sticks work. It doesn't matter the numbers you see on the weapon itself. So your Korra does not have a 26.1 multiplier. Although if it makes you feel better, if your Korra is built properly, she has about double that, so it's nothing to worry about. A properly built Korra should have about an average crit damage multiplier of 56.
You're wrong. The numbers are way dumber than that.
Hmm? Well, yeah, if you have a ribbon.
Well, in response to him, it's not 21 times. The numbers are way dumber than that on a proper stat stick and build.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong about what he's saying. He just doesn't understand how the statistics work.
Oh yeah,
Because I think he's saying that he
functional
sees...
increase.
Yeah, I think he's saying that he's seeing 26.1 on the actual weapon, but that's not the number that matters. It's the fact that it carries over Whip Call. Man, dude. These pumpkin cookies are so good. I got these pumpkin sandwich cookies. They have a yogurt. They have like a yogurt inside. And they have a flavored pumpkin coating with sea salt.
Ooh.
They're really good. I think my core with my stat stick has an average crit multiplier of like 75x. It's fucking gross. It's actually insane how high the stats are on Magistar Ribbons.
Yeah, I saw that one you shared. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I'll post it in the chat here. That's what I have. That's what I've replaced Spoiled Strike with on my build.
Replaced Spoiled Strike. As if they're even remotely comparable. Well, technically, it does have the...
Well, that's what I mean. Like on a non-Riven build, you would use Spoiled Strike. I'm saying for me, because
Yeah.
that's the mono that I've replaced for the Riven.
Yeah.
Or vice versa if you're going from my build to a non-Riven build. Yeah, Spoiled Strike gives you 100% melee damage. This gives almost 300 and 300% crit chance. And fun fact, that negative attack speed doesn't do anything because attack speed doesn't affect Whip Call.
Yep.
So it's a free negative, basically. Attack speed, faction damage, range, none of those affect Whip Call, so if you get any of those negative, it's fine.
Yeah. I love getting useless negatives, like negative projectile speed on a hit scan weapon.
You know what's even better? Is negatives that aren't neutral but actually help the build. Like if you get...
Oh, yeah. Negative
Like-
crit chance on a Fenmore Riven.
Well, that's a good example, yeah. Or like negative impact on a weapon with impact to increase the status weighting for elements you actually want to proc.
Yep.
Like I have a god roll Phantasma Riven with multi-shot heat and negative impact. And impact is one.
Wow.
Impact is one of the only two things. It has impact and radiation built in, so reducing the impact makes me proc more heat. Plus the multi-shot heat increase that the Riven has, so it's a very tasty heat DPS build. I've built a lot of your builds lately, and it pisses me off that I'll never get that Frost skin. Yeah, it pisses a lot of people off. That's the only reason I'm playing as it. Fuck you. No, I'm just kidding.
Which Frost skin?
The heirloom.
The heirloom skin from last year, yeah. 10-year CN.
Yeah, I wasn't playing last year, or I would have bought it.
At least you can get the Ember heirloom.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I got the Frost and the
Currently-
Mag heirloom and the Signas. Especially now that Frost is actually really good, I'm very glad I have the skin. Frost got a nice little buff from the cold rework. Is there still a fucking Thrax alive?
Yes. Oh, yeah, he's down below you, I think. Oh, there you go.
I mean, I was playing Frost before it, and it was pretty fun. I just always feel weird bringing in non-defense missions, and I don't know why.
It's funny because
Because
he's not good at defense. Like that hasn't been a thing since like 2017 or something.
I know.
for the longest time, it was...
Just in my brain, I'm like, that's defense brain.
For the longest time, Frost was just Snow Globe.
Yep.
Like, in most people's mind. It's like, oh, you're playing a defense mission? Snow Globe is the best option to bring.
Yeah, you should actually just huge damage with the armor strip. Plus, like, yeah, you can add Biting Frost on. You can put on the. There's two augments that add damage. With Biting Frost for crit chance, crit damage, and there's I forgot the name of the other one. The one that adds the cold damage that I'm using right now. I'm using 3 augments right now. Plus my invigoration. You're invigorated right now, by the way.
Yes,
I don't know how much longer you have though. If you have time to recast.
Oh, I already did. I intentionally just ran around and let it expire. Because I was only at like 12 seconds. So.
Are you still... Wait. Your numbers are really low on my screen. Are you still building up?
Yeah.
Shouldn't you be out getting kills then?
I should indeed.
You get melee kills that build up your armor. Gun kills will build up the damage. Watch out for violence though, he's here. Fuck is he?
Stop. He's running.
Oh, just teleported. Oh, that was close. He teleported back here.
I'm special.
check my build after this. My numbers seem lower than I expected.
Magister Riven, 165% crit damage, 320% crit chance, and minus heavy attack efficiency. It kind of sucks for Wukong. Yeah, it was great for Chorus static at least.
What does a black number mean?
Black
It means
number?
Someone probably changed their colors.
Yeah, as I say, it's not a color in the game, naturally.
Okay. I put on, I'm red-green colorblind, so I put on winter tags.
Oh yeah.
I don't know what it means then, because I don't know what the colorblind translations are.
I'm slightly red-green colorblind, but I don't actually use the.
As I say, black might
I
be
swapped the numbers.
black might be like
Tell
what
the orange from the
what default purple used to be, for example. If you hit purple damage, that's damage against over shields.
Oh yeah, that would make sense.
That might be it. I don't see it all that often though.
Yeah, it's infrequent to see enemies with over shields. Lieutenant Galaxion is such a perfect weapon to pair with Frost.
Yeah, with this shivering contagion. Cool.
The Grenier and Corpus
Insta-freeze everything.
treasure, but only
And
found
I get stupid crits on all of them.
Yeah, I've got Shivering Contagion on my Verglass, so it carries over to the Galaxion.
Oh right, I forgot about that.
So yeah, I don't even have to run it on the actual Galaxion.
It's nuts.
Wonder when they're gonna fix Shivering Contagion, because it even works on ability-caused cold procs.
Yeah.
Like when I cast my Avalanche on Frost, those Avalanche procs share to enemies in 6 meters because of Shivering Contagion.
My guess would be the next mainline update. They're probably still figuring it out.
Because it makes literally all cold proc spread. Primaries, secondaries, and melees and abilities. So like if you use the Epitaph with its forced cold proc in every shot, and the Epitaph is AoE, if you shoot into a crowd of enemies, and they all share the one proc to each other, you basically instantly freeze the whole crowd.
sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack. The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming.
They should bring the heirloom back for those that want it. No, they can't do that because they said that the packs were exclusive, so they would get
Yeah.
sued into oblivion if they brought them back.
Yeah.
That would
They
be
literally.
yeah, like part of
Sorry,
the price, like the appeal of it was people that wanted to buy it because they said it would be limited. So
Yeah,
regardless
it's
regardless
the
of how you feel about that,
exclusivity.
yeah, they legally cannot bring it back.
Yeah. Which is why when they announce the new method, they're like, everything going forward will be sold for platinum. And we're sorry we didn't do it this way in the first place.
Damn it. All my double modes are gone.
Yeah, like bringing those back would be the same like legal issue as if they were to bring back Excalibur Prime.
Yeah. Part of the enticement of
Oh, and
The
part of the
sale.
price. I guess why people could sue them. Like you cannot sell a product saying you're buying something that's not going to be available again, and then be like, oh, just kidding.
just kidding, it's available again. Well, it's why we have Umbra, right? Because people were like, pissed off that they couldn't get Excalibur Prime. They're like, well, we'll give you budget Excalibur Prime, essentially.
The Chinese client got Umbra Prime.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like this is kind of a waste.
Yeah, that was like their founder's frame was Umbra Prime. Before they shut down, the Chinese client doesn't exist anymore.
Did it come out like way after or something?
Yeah, so they gave them a different founders pack, basically. I don't think that. I think the Chinese client was shut down though. It's just the main client, so Chinese players are on here now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Karma. But like we said, at least they've fixed it moving forward. Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, you're not wrong, Karma. But it's gonna continue to fixed it moving forward. Bite them in the ass every time somebody brings up the Frost and Emberskins. The amount of times on stream that I've been asked like what that Frost or Mag skin is. It's a lot. It's his only good skin? Well, you don't like the, his deluxe skin? I think his deluxe skin's pretty good. The, what's it called? The Harka? And that one doesn't even cost money, it just costs plat. Really like the change they made for Hunter Adrenaline Rage, where like if one of your allies gives you Overguard, you can still like the Overguard becomes the like what Hunter Adrenaline Rage feed off of. Like, are you running my Chroma Build Germs with Hunter on?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, so like you're getting energy from the Overguard damage that you're taking.
Yep, I've been maxed this whole time.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't know how to pronounce your name. BTZKE. I don't even know how I'd say that. Bitsky. I'll call you Bitsky. What's up, Bitsky? So it says I have a nice beard. I appreciate that. Also, yes, 86k Overguard. Bitsky. Oh yeah, I did get it right. He just said Bitsky. Yeah, you should have been here earlier. I got about 180,000 Overguard. How good is Varuna? I don't use her a whole lot, but she's fine. If I were to use her, I would probably be melee oriented on her. I don't have an exclamation mark build command, Kufi. If you want to see what I'm currently using, though, you should be able to see my mods through the Twitch, like the Warframe Arsenal loadout thing. Keep in mind, though, this build that I'm currently using, I'm only using the current mod set because I have an Invigoration. I'm currently invigorated on my Frost with 200% strength and 1,000 extra armor. So the build that you see, I think if you looked on the Twitch Arsenal, it would say I have 100 strength. I actually have 300 strength right now. So just keep that in mind. That's not my regular Frost build.
What's your normal at?
What'd you say?
What's your normal power strength at?
Definitely not 300. I think it's closer to like 200, depending on what I have on. I forget if I'm using augmented or not. It's at least 150. It's probably somewhere between 150 and 200. I have a Frost video. Hey Germs, can you come down here next to me? What'd you say? You have to leave?
Yeah. I got a dip soon. In 10 minutes.
Why do you hate us?
Oh, it's just that I don't hate myself enough to stay.
There we go, 151,000 Overguard.
And by tomorrow, I mean later today.
Yep. I feel you.
My alarm will go off in about 4.5 hours.
Have fun with that.
I have kids. Sleep is for the weak.
772% cold damage buff. I think we need more damage, guys.
There you go. There's a door. Where you at? Another anything big.
The sentient is on to you. Look out for troopers.
Bringing the Caliban rework does him justice, yeah, hopefully. Excited for Kome in 1999, but I won't be able to play them until February and March. Why is that? Going on a trip or something? Joining the army? I feel like my frame rate is really low again for some reason.
A little bit. A little lag.
I feel like it just happens on this mission. 100 million red crit, nice. Deploying to Antarctica. Okay. Are you saying you can't get signal there? Going to Antarctica would not stop me from playing Warframe. I would simply get a sat link.
1500 ping can't stop you.
I feel like it can.
Probably post that stream announcement in Discord before I forget about today's stream. Appreciate the follow, Bitsky. Let's see here. Hmm?
Oh, walked into a nullifier as he jumped out.
Yeah, I'm gonna start at 1 PM so I can give myself some time to get some food before I stream.
Void manifestations drawn to this cursed place of stolen lives. They will drain your life support unless
Are you leaving now, Germs?
5 minutes. Although, I feel like I should go to the next C rotation. But, I might just dip right now for my own sanity.
Still saying exile? The connection is remarkably cheeks, and they also done people in their dorms. Unless they're sleeping, unfortunately. If I had full control, you know Dan will be grinding Warframe out. It'd be very thematic to play as Frostwolf while in Antarctica.
the relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
That's my frame rate so bad right now, dude.
No, there are elemental frames for all of the base elements. Are there elemental frames for each of the combined elements?
If you count Lavos, yeah, he does all of them.
Not Lavos. I know Lavos does everything. Like their kit is dedicated to it.
You've got Corvex for radiation.
It's the only one I can think of.
Theron
I mean, why
for
does
fire.
Lavos not count is a question I would have.
Just like a dedicated one. He does everything.
Codex, your favorite tile is over here, by the way. Oh, wait,
I didn't even look for it. I'm a failure.
Favorite tile.
giant open area, great response, keeps everyone inside.
Yeah,
the room,
I just kind of gave up on this one, I guess, and kept to this room. Yeah, I'm gonna head over there then.
Yeah, I was testing out this new Plague QR Zaw build. It worked alright, but nothing replaces the Saurus.
Yeah, well, the should work really good on Chroma. The Glaives and Contagion both double dip Vex armor.
Oh no, I was trying out Exodia Force. with
Interesting.
grouping. So it's a status QR with Exodia Force, so I essentially get up to like almost 300% status chance.
Yeah.
And then with Flailing Branch, you just do the block combo and do like triple hits everywhere. So you're just doing 200% of your weapon damage to everything in like 6-meter radius.
Not modded weapon damage, just in case you're not aware of that.
No, but it is affected by base damage mods and faction mods.
Yeah, so it's probably pretty funny on Chroma then.
And I believe elementals as well. And then I threw melee vortex on there just for fun. Went gas magnetic. It just groups everything.
Nice.
Kind of fun. Anyways, thank you Codex for the round. Have a great rest of your stream.
See you, bud.
Probably hop into the other stream later today for more. Say hi
Alright.
to everybody. All the best.
Yep.
Adios.
See ya.
Alright, mods ban that guy? No, I'm just kidding.
So cool. Wish him good luck. And him right out.
I'm gonna miss this Frost Invigoration, man. This shit's too easy.
Trying to remember how much overguard I get whenever I'm doubled. I know I'm at 60. I think it's 64,000 normal whenever I play Frost.
Yeah.
But my energy economy is absolutely trash.
Narishon.
Absolutely.
You see that's too easy? Alright.
I'm fine once I get going. It's just usually whenever I start. It's difficult.
Bro, how do people make Garuda good? I mean, it's not very hard. She has one of the best passives in the game, and you can pretty easily invulnerability gate and shield gate on her. She does hella slash procs. She has like infinite energy basically from her bloodletting ability. You can try Molt Reconstruct on her. Molt Reconstruct gives you health back every time you use, like, I forget exactly how it works. It's like health based on how much energy you spend. So whenever you bloodlet, which drains your health to give you energy, the Reconstruct will give you health back from casting bloodletting. And keep your Dread Mirror up so that you're invulnerable to all damage from whatever direction you're facing, basically. Ugh.
How long are you going?
No idea.
Sounds like an amazing plan.
You have collected enough reactants to open your weapon.
I can tell you we're going for at least 57 minutes. I just realized I have I have some ciabatta bread in my kitchen that I should use before it goes bad. I wonder if that's still good. Gonna make some olive oil toasted bread in the oven and then put some anchovies on top. It's good shit.
I'm about to enjoy
You're a hater.
Nah,
Anchovies are fire.
I like fish to begin with. With the salty fish ain't much better.
Yeah, they're so salty. It's so good. Especially if you get really good anchovies. I got these Italian imported anchovies. They're delicious. Tell you what, the Nautilus is a pretty tasty sentinel.
Sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack. They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
Somebody left a comment on my fucking core video saying that my orbiter decoration is embarrassing. Okay.
Fish decoration?
Like just my orbiter in general, because I don't have it very decorated.
Oh. Stone.
Crewmate, please kill this guy.
I have not. No
Why is-
damage 'cause it's a proc.
Why is my crewmate not killing him? What did I summon you for? Come on.
Anyone see a gun on the floor?
Yeah. It's the yellow symbol over here. You should see it.
I don't have a marker for it.
I'm standing right on top of it, so come over to me. I need the Thraxplasm. I'm on my way to 20,000.
Let's build it faster than I can get it.
Yeah, right now I've got about 18,000 though with Thraxplasm. It's a lot of arcanes. Gonna go watch your Chroma video, see if he's worth investing in. He is, Karma. He's quite good. A lot better than people give him credit for. I love the Tenet Galaxion.
That's a neat weapon.
Really like the.
Soma's my favorite.
You said the Soma or the Incarnon?
Soma, just base. I really don't use the Incarnon. I'm just trying to say that.
Interesting. Well, I mean, even if you don't use the actual Incarnate form, this you still get the stat bump
Yeah,
from.
I get the stat bump. The Incarnate like form's recoil is a nightmare.
Just put on
Constantly
minus recoil mods like.
down.
Isn't there a
Um,
like a negative 60% recoil Exilus for primaries also, or is that just secondaries?
If there is, I don't have it.
I forget what it would be called if there is one. Do any of the Incarnate evolutions give negative recoil?
Not on the Soma. Or at least I think the one that does, I think is a reload. I took a reload over it. I got a reload down as of like half a second.
You could try to get negative reload on a Riven also. Although the Riven stats for Soma is not super good.
I got a pretty decent one. Probably greatest, but puts me to wherever bullets at least a crit.
Does it make a drastic difference if the blue shards are armor instead of health? It'll make a difference in the sense that it'll be worse, Karma. I don't know why you would do that. I mean, if you're able to put on armor, that means that you're using blue shards regardless, so you have the blue shard, so I don't know. That would just be worse. Putting on armor would be fairly wasted since you already get thousands of % of increased armor from Vex armor. Meanwhile, you don't have a lot of health, so that's why I added health on, is to have more health to actually benefit from all that armor that you are already getting from Vex armor. Just in case you're not aware, his Vex armor only multiplies base armor, so it's not multiplying the extra armor from those shards or armor mods. Like that's why you don't want to mod. That's why you don't actually put an armor mod on Chroma. You just want to put power strength to increase Vex armor.
Do not realize
Yeah, so like armor shards are shit on a Chroma because it comes after Vex armor. So like you get, you cast like a fucking 3,000% Vex armor into Fisher, and you have 6k armor, and it's like, oh, congrats, you put another 200 on top of that. That doesn't really do shit.
that. Kind of dumb. I feel like it should just multiply the entire.
It used to.
rather than-
They nerfed it because they thought it was too strong. Which is funny, because now it's definitely would not be, because of Steel Path.
Oh, like, they nerfed it way back in the day?
Yeah, it was a while ago, yeah. Yeah, I agree, Karma. That would be a nice quality life change. If you want to keep the same color of Shardon and just change the effect, if you could do that without having to spend bile, it'd be good.
That was my last read.
I've only got one more after this one.
I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy these world-stained enemies.
Did 70 million damage to that Thrax lamp.
Is your amp fully automatic or is it like a full shot?
It's one shot. With a bouncing glaive alt fire.
You use the alt fire for that one? Or,
That was the main fire shot. Just far away, so I sniped him. Yeah, the glaive alt fire is amazing for self-reviving. I go down, I go into my last gasp, I just pop a glaive and it bounces around and kills 3 dudes and I back up.
I still need to work on most of my operator skill trees.
And once you get all those waybounds unlocked, Opera becomes a lot better. Why does my fucking frame rate suck so bad right now? I don't understand. Does Guardian Armor work solo? Yes. In fact, it's technically better solo because then you don't take damage from your teammates. Yeah, every time you get a kill with Guardian Armor on, it adds duration back to your Vex Armor, and also gives you a health regen, which is another reason why the health shards are good. Because the more health you have, the more health regen you have, basically. Since it's a percent of your max health. Sorry for all the questions. What do you mean? That's what the stream's here for. I literally have a channel for helping people play Warframe, so that's all good. Make sure you hop in the Discord if you haven't already. You can ask questions like those in there all you want. There's a builds chat. Come here, Angst. Let's get that armor off you.
If they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind.
I should go see what Sentinel skins I have. I keep forgetting to do that on my Nautilus.
I fell in love with the worm dragon skin. It's like having a little pet dragon.
Speaking of Chroma, building is normal right now for Mastery, is wondering about his ward on Frost. What, to use like Cold Ward to get more armor? Is that what you're thinking? That's an interesting idea. I don't think I would do that. I would probably still rather run Nourish for the energy economy. That's an interesting idea, though.
You know, they were supposed to fix sticky corners. I still find all sorts of spots that I'm like, what the heck?
Made sure they kept a few just to annoy you.
And they're always like the small ones too. You're like, how did I get stuck on that? Actually, I have to Kringle.
These manifestations, they aren't from the neural century. Destroy them. They are drawing from your life support.
Okay. Got Mace's augment without it having Mace's augment.
That's interesting.
Finally, that's roughly clean.
I've already reported them for hacking. His account's gonna be deleted soon. And I'm getting like fucking 30 FPS right now, dog. It's like my frame rate's getting worse and worse as we go on for some fucking reason. I don't understand what's happening. There's gotta be something wrong with this mission because my computer is way too good for this to happen.
I'm not registering damage on me.
Yeah, this is fucking stupid, dude. I think I'm gonna go to 75 and then get out of here, just because this mission is running like shit for some reason.
Yeah, now it's starting to get pretty bad now.
Or are you having lag too?
It's intermittent, but yeah.
Oh, well, you're playing on last gen console anyway, so that's just your usual experience.
No, PS5.
Oh, are you on PS5? Oh, earlier I thought you said that you're. I thought you were saying you were on.
All consoles. I didn't know it was just last gen.
Yeah, no, just last gen. Yeah, that's why I thought you were on PS4 because I thought you said that you were gonna crash Tooth Inspectors.
No, I never use them. I've never actually seen them get deployed.
Yeah, it's fine on PS5. You can use them. You can't use it right now because it'll crash bugs out, but you can use them when you're by yourself, whatever. You should use Spectres because Night Spectres and Dante Spectres are amazing.
I don't know, I just never remembered. Honestly, I don't remember they exist.
That and crewmates are super good. No, Karma, this is not normal performance. The length of a mission should have nothing to do with how stuttery it is.
Unless you got ground clutter issues.
Like this did not use. Yeah, well, stuff despawns though. Like, there's like a max ground limit, so that shouldn't happen either. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. This didn't used to happen.
I mean, they might be throttling endurance runs.
That would be extremely unethical. This is definitely not happening on purpose.
Yeah, but
They also have no reason to do that because nobody does endurance runs.
me and my brother usually do. Like a couple Saturdays, we just go for 70 hours.
Yeah, that puts you in like the 1% of swimming by nobody. Obviously, I do them. Having 3 people in a group that does them does not mean that the community does them.
Thing is really good. They're really fun.
And you get much better steel essence per hour. And a Fisher at least, because of the Fisher bonus. Spot 3 to 4 parts of Nova Prime because I pulled Mag Chast and was going to buy the other parts. I feel so dumb.
They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters.
Yeah, after we kill these Thrax, I'm going to get out of here. I might be done for the night because I kind of feel like watching an episode of The Blacklist. Plus, I got a stream later today anyway. And this stream was impromptu.
Yeah, I got work in a couple hours.
Yeah, I got to stream and then go to work.
Sleep.
Got some pretty good drops this round, though. Nova is in the Resurgence in 2 weeks. The Speedy Girl is coming back soon. Yeah, let's kill these Thrax and get out of here.
Tenno, the void has summoned a new presence and it craves our life support. Destroy these manifestations.
And an acolyte.
Thank you for the follow, Rogue Vex. Appreciate that.
Well, apparently I'm just not allowed to fight acolytes. None of my damage is really strong.
Yeah, this mission's all kinds of fucked. Let's get the hell out of here.
I also don't have the exit waypoint, which is awesome. I wish they'd fix that. So
I usually it's over this way. I put a waypoint down. Yeah, I usually get like 200 FPS easily. It's fucking ridiculous. Alright, once I get out of here, guys, I'm going to be shutting the stream down in just a moment here. It's been a fun little short impromptu stream. Just wanted to say hi to whoever dropped by. So I appreciate all of you that hopped in the stream here on whether that be YouTube or Twitch. And if you want to catch me for my next scheduled stream, that's actually going to be today, in less than 12 hours, about 10 and a half hours from now, I'll be doing a stream before work between 1 to 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for the run, gents. It was good. We got some good drops there.
it was fun. Have a good one.
Yeah, me too. Alrighty. Good streaming, guys. I know that was shorter than usual, although again, not a scheduled stream. I just felt like hopping on and saying hi to you guys because I feel like it's been too long. If you haven't already seen today's Korra video, you can check that out in the meantime. And there's going to be, if you're a YouTube member, There's actually another video available for you today, otherwise the rest of you guys can watch that on Saturday. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, alright? Peace out.